from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now 3rd down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa able to find Shaheen here. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now it's Ryan. And that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
King on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play.
They go play action now. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
59 yards.
On 1st down, Muhammad. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
First down.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line, facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down,
Ryan will throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Calvin Ridley. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch, because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front, but if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack, down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is fielded at the 7. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
7 yards, the pickup there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
43-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Complete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And they'll get this down to the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and 10.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Dolphins.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks. Behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Ryan. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of a couple, and it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the...
To a hit, and the ball is out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play, but it's third down.
Play action. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Running the jet sweep with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Ryan. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
They go play action now. Ryan airing it out, looking, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Dolphins 3. Younghoe Koo to kick off for it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Muhammad. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They go again with Muhammad. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. The
ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And here's Hawk Richter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From midfield, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Falcons 13, Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan, he's going to air one out. And this is caught. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is Jakeem Grant. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marlon Davidson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Ryan. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Jason Sanders.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it.
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Ryan wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
2nd and 1.
Now Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Throwing now is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch, one-handed I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First throw of the OT session for Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
45.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, the jet sweep to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brad, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in